What's up, YouTube? Today I'm working on my F100 with Coyote engine in it. Just making a little bit of progress. I wanted to show you real quick how I make brake lines when it's in a tight spot, like that guy right there. Just finished up that one. Got the rest of the brake lines made. So I'll show you a couple of tools that make the job so much easier. Okay, first one is this vise mounted Eastwood flaring tool. I'll show you how to use that in a minute. The next tool is a hand bending tool by Eastwood also. It's good for tight spots. I will also show you how to use that. It's very handy for when you're working in a tight area. You can just take it like that, and if you want your bend right there, you just work it around. Makes perfect little bends. So it's super handy on this tight stuff. I'm just doing a test little piece here. We take our die here, or clamp, whatever you want to call it. Put that in there, push the line through till it hits the stopper on OP0. Flip that around, put that in, just give a little bit of tension on that. Pull the handle all the way. Clamp this down. Next up, we're using 3/16 line, so we want 3/16 OP1. Put that on there. Pull the handle till it stops. Then we want OP2 to finish the double flare. Pull that, loosen it up. Pull that off, and we have our perfect double flare. Okay, on some of these longer lines, you'll want to use some, I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but some mechanics wire or tie wire and make a template. So this one, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my longer piece and I'm just gonna freestyle it. So I know that I want this in here. Screw that fitting in. See if I can do this without bumping the camera. So the nice thing is I want a tight bend right here. I can put those pliers on, hold them against my fitting so I can get it as short as possible. Get that out of the way. And I can take my brake line here and bend it. And that's gonna hold a real nice shape. Get that about right there. So it's looks decent. It's nice and horizontal there. And then I'm gonna take my wire, make a form so I know where to come up here, bend again up and in. I will do that here in a second, but I need a length here so I can put the flare on it with the Eastwood tool, so I don't want these bends in there yet. Okay, so if you can see that, I know it's hard to see with it being black, but I kind of made my template here, put that in there and that right there, so I know how long I want it. So what I'll do is I'll straighten that back out. So I straighten that out, measure it right there. I'll do it a little more precise off video, but we want to cut it right there, and then we can put our other fitting on and flare it. Okay, we have it cut. So we'll make sure we put our fitting on there the correct way, and we'll take it over to the flaring tool. All right, again, let's show you how to use this thing. So we want to put it on the stopper setting, OP0. We want to put our line in there. And again, we're going to hold that against there. Put our clamp on. I usually put just a little bit of tension on it. Make sure that's tight against there. Squeeze this down till it stops. Put our tension on it. Now we want to find our OP1 for 3/16. Put it on that. Pull the lever till it stops. Not a lot of pressure is needed. Then we want OP2 for 3/16 to finish the inverted double flare. Pull that till it stops. Loosen that up. Pop that out. Boom, another perfect flare. Okay, so with your line in there, mocked up how it's gonna be, what I do is I take this, kind of clamp it where it goes, and what I use is the edge of this, I line it up with the hole in the master cylinder, because that's going to be the center of the tube when we bend it. So I'll take that, take it off, and then we're just going to take and bend this, hold it nice and tight, make sure it's straight again, and we're just going to bend this to a 90. Okay, so we have our 90 there. The next step is to come in here and we want a 90 in there to go in there. This one I'm gonna have to do off camera because it's a little hard when it gets real short to make our bends in a piece that short. So I'm gonna have to use two hands and hold it in my lap and do it, but we'll get there in a second. All right, let's check it out. There we go. Nice and in line with the proportioning valve. I think it looks real good, besides the master needs a little bit of paint. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am no professional, but you know, for a junkyard mechanic working on something like this, I think it'll do the trick. So you could just see right there a little bit. The edge of the pliers puts just a little mark in the brake line. So if you're doing $1 million show car, maybe find a different way. But this will be perfect for most people, most projects. No one's gonna really notice the little mark in there when this thing's doing burnouts and running around town. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Give me thumbs up, comments, whatever. All that, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.